All right. Welcome back to Monday Night Lights number 14, where we've already had one team take a dub tonight, Kennesaw State 4-1 Kentucky, and now we move into our second best of 7, which is the Deep South's oldest rivalry in Rocket League. Georgia and Auburn taking each other on. It's going to be a good one. I'm very excited, not just because it's a rivalry match, but because this should be a fairly even series between both teams. Auburn has been looking very, very good recently. They, I believe it's Auburn Orange playing tonight, but they still made a run in the Battle for Bama we had about a month ago now. And UGA been looking very good recently. TJ has finally found him some boys to play around him. And, well, results have been trending in the right direction for the Bulldogs. So, I don't normally put the second series of Monday Night Lights, unless it's the last one, on Champions Field. But this one feels like the primetime series tonight. So that's where we're going to be headed at the moment. In other news, if anyone's following CRL right now, there are a bunch of results piling in for the night. If you're a Summer Series viewer. And also on the Vaudeville stream, Northwood and Akron are playing at the moment. So I'm going to have to be keeping an eye on that screen. Because Northwood is actually beating them around at the moment. Game 1. They're up by 2 goals in the second game. They might be recovering from that Ball State loss fairly well. But it looks like everybody has joined the lobby. So we'll shift the focus back to Monday Night Lights. And we will get this rivalry match going. Looks like Coop's in tonight. Koopa Troopa, DJ TJ, and Wheeled Broom. The trio for the Bulldogs. And then Auburn's rocking with Malopo, Hums, and Dreskel. So, as far as I'm concerned, this is going to be a close best of 7. Alright, they said they're ready. I'm giving them the go-ahead. Let's get into this thing. Georgia versus Auburn. A rivalry historied across all mediums of competition, Rocket League included. These two schools have been going at it in the SEL since its inception. And here on Champions Field, it's Georgia with the opening bout of pressure. TJ, the guy behind the ball, setting anybody up. Koopa Troop is on target, forcing the Auburn defense to play awkward. And he ends up playing janitor at the end of the day. And Hums in Twitch chat saying, let's go. Having a snap back to play in Rocket League. I don't think Auburn's left their defensive half just yet. So, sluggish start for the Tigers. Malopo's going to get a little bit of room back here. Off a kickoff. DJ TJ, good collection. And he is the guy that Auburn is going to have to deal with tonight. I am fairly confident in saying TJ is the highest ranked player in the lobby. And he is absolutely the leader of the Georgia Bulldogs roster, playing on Champions Field here. We got a Rule 1 in the net at the moment. Malopo and Koopa Troopa locked up. So that leaves Hums and Dreskel against Wheeled Broom and DJ TJ. That's a nice pass. Nice shot, too. Forces an awkward save out of TJ. And a botched shot. Turned pass for Hums. That will give Dreskel Auburn's opening goal. They made a meal of it, but that's the benefit of having one of your guys locked in a Rule 1 in your net. He only had 2 defenders to get through. But TJ's going back wall. He tried to spike the ball on target. He's trying to get himself going mechanically as well. That's a nice bump, and that's nearly in. Dreskel at the last second saved Auburn. And we'll get the ball out for them as well. For this Auburn roster, I don't know who I expect to step up. I don't know who I expect to kind of be the best player on the pitch for him. Driscoll, the last time I saw him, was performing extremely well. And Hums, all throughout the spring semester, was a guy that could step in and not take over lobbies by himself. But I don't know. There was a Monday Night Lights series against Florida way back at the beginning of the spring semester where Auburn subbed Hums in after getting destroyed in 2 games of Rocket League. And they come back, end up destroying Florida. It was unbelievable. So I don't know. Malopo, he's got that old man energy. Former Rocket League game lead. That's, that every team needs. But that's nearly in. Georgia playing bully ball in the Auburn goal line at the moment. And it's nearly worked out a couple of times. Not quite right there. And they are pushed all the way back. And yeah, Malopo was mentioned. Oh, that's just in. TJ took a side-on challenge with Hums. And Hums somehow got it to go in. He was trying to find Dane across the box. And TJ has great past himself. And that stings a bit if you're UGA. Taking that early lead. And now having completely lost it. But TJ can get it back himself. He goes low. He goes so low. It's 2-2 off the back of a phenomenal TJ solo effort. And that is a leader right there. You make a mistake, you don't fall off the horse. Oh wait, you do fall off the horse. You don't stay off the horse though. You got right back up on it. And Georgia is back level with Auburn again. It's a good winner by Hums though. 50-50 at the midfield line. Nearly set up Auburn for possession. Not yet. TJ has other ideas. He finds Koopa Troopa down the field. He got that ball creatively back to his captain. Auburn hasn't given up a long stint of pressure in quite some time now, despite Georgia's best efforts. Well, that is a quick shot from TJ, just short of being on target. So Malopo fields, but can't clear the zone. Driscoll, center ball with TJ. Pressuring on the goal line, that could have been danger, but Driscoll found a way out into a shot on. He is taken completely out in the UGA corner, but has flipped the field possession-wise. Buddy, you are watching Georgia versus Auburn. Big rivalry match. Except in Rocket League, where it's less of a fierce rivalry. But still one that I think both these teams would like to take. Oh, that's scary. Wheeled Broom has no boost. So Malopo, a little slow there, enters the fray. The UGA had recovered. Driscoll, open net, Driscoll! Taking the lead for Auburn with 26 seconds left. Koopa Troopa couldn't clear the ball. TJ got caught out with nothing in the boost tank, and Wheeled Broom was all the way out to the side. Auburn, with a late push out in front, might take game one. Koopa Troopa, though, has a full boost tank off the side wall. TJ's cleared some room. Wheeled Broom to shoot, but Driscoll to save. TJ puts that ball back center, but there's no one there to shoot. He interferes with the Auburn clear, but Malopo fuels up, demos, and gives Hums a chance to shoot on a somewhat exposed net. Ball's popped up, and it's going to be difficult for Georgia to salvage this situation. Malopo, soft lob, but UGA in an awkward spot here. Koopa Troopa given a chance to slam the ball down. TJ, if he had anything in the tank, I'm sure wanted to be going up for it. Still makes the most of the situation. Wheeled Broom was given a gift. There is no way that Auburn just gave that up. Georgia kept fighting, and they force a mistake out of Auburn and send us to overtime. What is it with Auburn giving up late plays in big games? They will get the first significant possession of game 1 overtime. But TJ and company find a way out. Nice challenge by Wheeled Broom. Now gets back to it. It's sketchy at times for Auburn, but they haven't conceded an OT just yet. We're putting good pressure on, though. Demo will leave UGA empty-handed for the time being, and Dreskel look to take advantage. He is denied, though, entry into the back of the UGA net, and Hums tries and fails to keep possession for the Tigers. Coop and Wheeled Broom have been beaten. TJ, though, can keep control in the air. He uses everything in his tank to find Coop for the winner. UGA steal game 1 from Auburn. They kept the ball up in unbelievable fashion on 0 seconds. Scored to force overtime. And then after a minute or so of play, take game 1 of our best of 7. Oh my word. And Hums, I think rightfully so, is a bit upset about that 0-second goal. But this is a long series. And if Auburn plays the way they did in that game, they're going to be all right. But they're going to have to recover from giving that up on 0 seconds. And I never like to say I know what a Rocket League team's mental is like. But if you have a weak one, it is very easy to let that kind of a play tilt you. And even though that was just game 1 of a potentially long series, tilt like that can cost you games. But hey, that's a nice play by Dreskel to get the ball away. After UGA found the first possession of the game. Now Hums to the corner. Puts it mid. And Dreskel finds a good win. So far, I feel like it is Dreskel that looks the best on Auburn's side. He's doing a lot of the facilitating in offense. He's the one to win clean 50-50s more often than the rest of his squad. And I think for UGA is the threat that needs neutralizing. That's a miss. Malopo put in a tough spot. Almost had his teammates back though. UGA couldn't immediately pounce, but TJ finds some open space. Finds a Koopa Troopa doubling and then tripling, maybe quadrupling that ball through the corner. But it doesn't cause too much havoc on the Auburn goal line. The Tigers stay calm and they find themselves a clear. Nice testing shot by Malopo. TJ handles it very well. He's there by Wheeled Broom again. Forces TJ to be the guy on the goal line that comes up with a touch. Koopa Troopa, though, upfield, hunting heads. He found one, but it was a second that he needed to, I think, convert that play into a really quality goal-scoring opportunity. Now we'll try again down the sideline with the ball. Cuts it back in, finds Wheeled Broom, who bodies the defense. And I've met this guy in real life. I know. He's the type of fella to hit the gym aplenty. And right there, got it through everybody, Koopa Troopa included. He flexed his muscles on the Auburn defense. And will grant Georgia the opening goal here in Game 2. That is now 3 unanswered goals out of the Bulldogs. He's looking to make it 4. Koopa Troopa finds himself a shot, but Dreskel makes a save, keeping this game manageable for Auburn. Wheeled Broom made a meal out of that one on the goal line, but recovered, goes off the ceiling. Musty's a shot top right, and Hums thwarts his attempts. Wheeled Broom's it, adding to his highlight reel. Up to the side. It's Hums' turn to get something going, and that's a nice ceiling pinch, but not the right direction. Goes lateral instead of towards the Georgia net. The Georgia know which direction to go. No Malopo. And you return to sender button, allowing Hums to take a shot. Dreskel look to set him up for a rebound opportunity, but 1-0 we will stay. What's up, Ryan? Yeah, I hear your boos. Whatever. 1v1 now. Malopo taking down DJ TJ. Oh, that was clean. Old man still got tricks. He just timed that flick perfectly. 1-1. And with 2 minutes to go, Auburn, they seem all right after tossing away their bid at a Game 1 victory. Hums very quickly off a kickoff. Almost got them back in the lead. It's a center ball. Minecraft Man putting it in. He scored both now for Auburn. 2 overcommitted here for Georgia. And Dreskel and Malopo made them pay. But this lead is not safe, which we now know following the late game theatrics in our first game of this set. Where's Dylan? Sarah, you're late. Dylan played earlier. He was able to beat Kentucky 4-1 with some help from Drake and Joel. Oh, Dreskel. Dreskel helped out by the post not once but twice. And Malopo can't find the save on the back of the play, so all the assistance from the woodwork is for naught. Georgia tie us up. I can't believe how close they were to being stopped in what was such a good-looking counterattack play. Now Wheeled Broom can take the lead. His flip off the sidewall, though, isn't the most optimal. So Auburn's allowed to clear, and Hums is quick to get up to this one. Goes low with it, and Malopo on the goal line finds a clutch demo. That's a great 50-50 to set things up. Stole the boost from Dane and took out TJ at the last second. Man, the former Auburn Rocket League game lead has had the number of the current UGA esports club president. I love it. Leadership going after each other's throats. TJ, though, dangerous in this spot. Flip reset gained. Shot on target-ish. No, both shots. The initial opportunity from TJ and the rebound go off the post. And Auburn dodge a bullet. They aren't out of the woods yet, though. Koopa Troopa adds another tester. The long list of UGA opportunities. But even that one is stopped, and Hums finds the ball away. Pass Koopa Troopa. TJ has his teammates back. Center for Wheeled Broom. He gives it to Koopa Troopa. No, gives it to TJ. Trying to again lead the charge. Late for the Bulldogs. No way. They scored on 0 seconds in game 1. They'll do it with 5 ticks to play in game 2. Are you kidding me? Now off kickoff. They've got the initial advantage. The ball will hang in the air now. Wheeled Broom stuffed by Dreskel, but that ball stays up actually. Hums is up. Over to Dreskel. Oh! He scores! No way! UGA I thought was going to force overtime, but Auburn takes that prospect from their hands. We've had 2 games in a row with 0-second goals, and Vaudeville is just rated. Dude, thank you so much, Vod. What a time to join the stream. If we got any traditional sports fans in chat, I know we got to have some fans of an Auburn versus UGA matchup. And that is piled on top of the fact that we have had 2 4-3 games. One went to overtime thanks to a 0-second goal, and that, if those of you rating got in quick and got to see it, was a 0-second game winner for Auburn in Game 2. Unbelievable. I don't know what it is about the times that Auburn plays UGA, but magical things tend to happen. This is just the second show match of the night, and I put it on Champions Field because I knew it was a high-profile rivalry match. But I did not know it was going to deliver like this. Game 3 of our best-of-7 has started with UGA pressure, but potentially an Auburn goal. No, Koopa Troopa will get back. He'll fuel up in the corner, go off the ceiling, but that ball had too much zip on it, and he won't be able to find it clear. Wheeled Broom will try his hand, but can't get through Malopo. That'll be a waterfall ball down that TJ is on top of. And I gotta settle back in. Well, these players aren't letting me. It's just shot after shot. I mean, both games, both teams have had double-digit shots. Except for UGA in the previous one, they had 6. But they put up 14 in Game 1, so I'll forgive them. Hums takes a nice 50-50 to maybe catch out the defense of UGA, but TJ is too smart for that. He almost doubled that ball off the back wall, and he is capable. I consider Auburn's defense lucky that's not a 1-0 UGA lead. Instead, the Tigers are afforded a chance now. Take a lead of their own. Hums lets that ball alone for Dreskel. UGA's defense finds a way out, and Auburn's offense finds a way right back in. 1-0. It's a simple ball from the midfield line. I think that demo might have helped things out. And Dreskel, I don't know if it was in his intention to hit that, but I'm glad he didn't. 1-0. The Tigers start off strong here. But UGA, we know their come-from-behind potential. Koopa Troopa almost demonstrated immediately after our kickoff. And 50-50 with Hums. We'll see him kind of descending slowly out of the air. He didn't really have the boost to follow that ball up like he did. So he was beaten adequately. TJ has his solo play interfered with by Hums, and now Malopo has some space down the sideline, and we're just fighting for possession right now. No one with a clear claim on the ball. And Nevy's in chat as well. What's up, Hana? Your dogs have had quite the roller coaster of a night so far. Right now, in a valley of the roller coaster, but we have seen them climb hills very, very quickly. And with the amount of pressure and presence they've got on the Auburn side of the pitch right now, I wouldn't be surprised to see them equalize soon. TJ, he's the guy. He knows about caster curses and caster blessings. The dude's a phenomenal caster as well as player. And he takes full advantage of that knowledge as I'm talking about how UGA might be able to get back in this one. Clean double. And George is right back in Game 3. Auburn, it feels like they've been deflated just a little bit. They haven't had much space to work with in offense, and they have been backed the heck up in defense for the last little bit. Great couple of saves made there by their near side player. But if this continues on, I would not be surprised to see a second UGA goal very soon. But Auburn has found themselves a clear. Wheeled Broom, though, counters. That ball's got some heat on it going off the side wall. Holmes collects, but is bumped off the play, so Dreskel moves in and gives TJ a gift. I didn't realize it was his birthday. TJ, very happy with that one. It's something he's already gotten, but he could do with 2 of them. A double tap here with no one on the back wall to contest. And so UGA started off down early. But they have stormed back now with less than 2 minutes to play. Oh, Malopo and Dreskel got tangled up there off kickoff. And that means Dane has some space now. He goes low to get the flip reset. Tried to take a pot shot on target. But he was stopped. And Driscoll denies TJ's rebound attempt. Auburn need to find themselves some substantial pressure. My word, I did not know that was a tongue twister going into it. But they need to find themselves some substantial pressure or just a quick hit in transition. Fair enough. What do I know? I stumbled on the point anyway. Auburn tie us up with a great 50 taken by Driscoll, and Hums was somehow ready for that. Sitting mid, hoping the ball comes his way, and once it did, he was ready to score. I don't think I can grant either team an advantage, though, until I've seen the final 10 seconds of play, considering how this series has gone so far. Like UGA, it feels like they should be in an advantageous spot with all the pressure they've had, all the awkwardness they have forced upon the Auburn defense, but I truly have no idea what is going to happen anymore. And I'm here for it. That's a double commit in the corner by Auburn. TJ's trying to take advantage. He finds Wheeled Broom for a shot, but he goes just wide of the target. So Malopo clears the zone. Can't pickpocket Wheeled Broom, though, who does very well to streak back and get his dogs out of danger with some help from Coop. 20 seconds left here. And Hums got the ball through one Bulldog, but not the second. And that second is trying to stick with the play, but he had no boost in the tank, so Malopo beats two. Auburn have a chance here to take a lead late. Hums, light touch, Driscoll's there! Auburn storm in front, late in game 3. I don't believe it. Who told these boys to come in here and put on a show? Because thank you very much. I think that's our 5th goal we've had in the final 10 seconds of any game so far in this series. And Auburn clear the zone to try and secure it. They can get one more. It's open for Driscoll, but Auburn does have to be careful here. UGA started a 0-second push from their goal line previously, and they will not get to start one again. Hums emphatically ends Game 3 in Auburn's favor, and the Tigers take a series lead. Okay. We have had 3 straight games now with 0-second goals, 2 of consequence. I think 5 or 6 goals that have happened in the final 10 seconds. This might be the wildest series of Rocket League I've ever watched. And I have casted a lot of Rocket League in my time. I think I've calculated in the past that I have worked over 500 different Rocket League gigs. And this is so far in contention for the best series I've ever watched. Not in terms of quality, I will grant that caveat, but in terms of pure dang entertainment. But here we go. Game 4 still has to deliver. And Koopa Troopa nearly delivering early. Malopo bumps TJ. That's the wise play. That grants Hum some space. He cuts inside. And does well. Turns out to be the right decision. As Driscoll's follow is successful. Oh, you're making me blush, Gusky. I appreciate you tuning in. I appreciate you all tuning in. The raid from VOD led to a lot of you sticking around. I don't blame you. The players are putting on an absolute showcase. Auburn, a big save on their own goal line. Will lead to a clear and a pass. Maybe a shot. It's counted as one, but it's high. Driscoll will have a rebound opportunity, but that one's saved by Wheeled Broom. I think that one was high as well, though. And Malopo, I think, confused a bit by where Dane was going with that ball. And now, I don't know what's going on. This is why I gave that caveat earlier. This is not the highest quality Rocket League I've ever seen, but it sure is fun to watch. Koopa Troopa taking his time with that flick. Loses his life as a result. Wheeled Broom taken down as well. Auburn starting to hunt heads. They're not satisfied with just game wins. Hunting game as well. Good touch out by Hums, but a better interception by TJ. He freezes Malopo. Wheeled Broom still couldn't beat the Minecraft man to the ball. This is awkward, though. It's an open net for TJ. And first blood for the Dogs. 1-0 UGA. And that was just them out 50ing and winding down the Auburn defense. Clean offensive pressure from the Bulldogs. Now give them first blood. And now take a stab at adding to it. Coop. Hard struck ball to the back wall, but it was stomached nicely by Dreskel. We're just sitting back now. Malopo, good flick. Looking for a follow. We out 50s Coop. Put that ball in a decent position. If Dreskel chose to follow that aggressively, I think that's a goal. With how Dreskel's been shooting tonight. But in that instance, he played just a little bit too passive. So Auburn tries again. TJ out, but only as far as Dreskel. I think I heard a double commit, though. That should leave one man back here in the 2v1. Wheeled Broom sets up TJ. And that is why you have to make sure your midfield game is strong all the way through. Malopo and Dreskel both go for that ball, and they are subsequently punished. 2-0 UGA. But again, I'm not convinced that any lead is safe in this set just yet. Minecraft man cutting around, setting up Dreskel, but TJ back on the goal line. He didn't get sucked out by the play happening outside the blue box, and now Wheeled Broom can carry the full length of the field. Wheeled Broom stepped up from the side wall, had TJ to help him out front, and he knocked down UGA's third goal. And this might be the momentum that UGA has needed to finally find a rhythm in this series. It's been back and forth. Seems at times no one has rhythm or momentum really on their side. But UGA with an emphatic 3-0 lead in Game 4 might have finally cracked the code. That's a good win. That's a good pass as well. Wheeled Broom straight through Dreskel. Again, flexing his muscles on the goal line. And after we've had 3 insanely close games to start off this best of 7s, we might finally have our first blowout. Still, it will only give UGA a tied series, 2-2. But Auburn, they're not careful. Dropping this game in the fashion they're dropping it right now. So let that bleed into Game 5. Nice center ball. Hey, this could be a chance for Auburn to get at least one back. That's a miss. Malopo, soft lob, and Dreskel's there for the finish. And look at the Tigers, one back. And that feels like a stabilizing goal. UGA misses, and perhaps that little sign of a weakness on the Bulldogs side will give Auburn a little bit more confidence and speed and just less awkwardness in defense, hopefully. Oh, Malopo had an opportunity there. It's not the greatest of first touches, but the 50-50 is good to follow up. And now Hums on 0, boosted chance to set up Dreskel. He centers it perfectly, but Wheeled Broom on the goal line comes up big time. Malopo's all the way back here. That allows a clearance for UGA. That is a great save. Auburn's still got time, but it is very rapidly ticking away. They need a goal now, I feel. Coop's not going to help supply it. TJ either. Puts the ball away. Redirects it. He's stopped by Auburn. Dreskel's given a chance to shoot, but that one goes wide. The first miscue we've seen off the Fennec of Dreskel in quite some time. With 40 seconds left, I'm thinking this is about a formality for Auburn, although... Sorry, for UGA. Although, for Auburn. They've been getting some goals in the last 60 seconds that weren't there previously in Game 4. And again, with how this series has gone, I wouldn't be surprised to see something insane happen. Malopo, flip reset. Will force an awkward touch out of Coop. Hums goes to the corner. And Dreskel on frame. Hums dunks TJ. And all right. I hope you all were holding your horses, because horses need to be held. Auburn has found their way back. Down by 4 goals 2 minutes ago. It's 4-3. There's no way, right? There's just no way. Wheeled Broom will take that kickoff win by Auburn and clear the zone for UGA. People's already upfield adding pressure, so Auburn's not going to be in the best position to take control. So likely a 0-second goal is going to be necessary, which we know how that goes. But TJ just steps up and ends it. All right. The horses can be released. TJ took that ball, took his time with it, and UGA will take game 4. 1 more second to go. But for once, the game is over before 0 seconds. And we don't get a goal on triple zeros. How about that? 2-2 in our second best of 7 of Monday Night Lights. And for those that are new to this special occasion, every Monday, I host a series of show matches or a tournament called Monday Night Lights. And tonight's a show match night. No tournament here. Just best of 7s between teams that have been invited to compete on the stream. They're typically Southeastern teams. Southeastern collegiate teams, rather. And tonight is a true-blooded MNL occasion, with all teams from Kentucky, Tennessee, Georgia, and Alabama. UTK is coming up next, Sarah. Don't you worry. They're playing Montevallo in the nightcap to MNL 14. But still, we have at least 2 more games in this historic Auburn versus Georgia Rocket League matchup to go. And we'll see who takes the next series advantage here. It was Auburn after game 3. It was Georgia after game 1. And I honestly have no clue who it will be after game 5. We're just making a decent bid at it. But everyone goes for that ball. TJ missed an opportunity, and he wowed himself in chat as well. But TJ's a guy that you bet on to recover from mistakes like that. And he's got the help of seasoned veterans, Koopa Troopa and Wheeled Broom. So TJ's been taken out. Wheeled Broom dodges a demo. Puts over Minecraft Man. Cuts it back. It's too high, but Coop's there for the finish. Hums intervenes before it gets too dangerous, however. Off the back wall, is anyone up? Yes, all 3 members of Auburn are. Doesn't quite mean they are completely safe. But Koopa Troopa had 0 boost in hand. And so he must escape from the Auburn half and refuel elsewhere. 60 seconds have come and gone. No scores just yet. Wheeled Broom can change that, though. He's been dangerous off the sidewall. A strong touch gives Hums a fairly easy save for a player of his caliber. Malopo, a bump plus a clear, but no follow. Will lead to nothing for Auburn. Now we have re-entered Ping Pong Rocket League, the newest game mode that Wheeled Broom will take us out of and score for Georgia. We were just going back and forth there for a while, but I think Hums was forced to give that up thanks to some nice pressure out of the corner. I think that was Coop. And Wheeled Broom just takes a simple shot, beats the near side defense, and UGA scores first. Will try to get it back. He's won a couple of 1v1s tonight, but loses that one. And TJ might have one just going in, but he saves his own ball. I think Koopa Troop was going to have the rebound. That ball was still floating on target. I would have bet on Auburn saving the initial try, but the rebound opportunity was certainly right there, and TJ, he just took it away. UGA still has the lead, though. Auburn putting themselves in offense to try and change that. Sees Dreskel going back wall, and Hums aggressively jumping for that read, but the UGA defense, all kinds of over it. Now Dreskel will pop up to Malopo, but TJ dusts the old man. Dreskel has to make a tough read out to the side. He does well, finds the follow as well. But UGA find themselves control, and this has been the way that this series is trending. Very back and forth the first several games, but Georgia has slowly but surely been wrestling more control of the possession game away from the Auburn Tigers. Auburn has kept this in a manageable state. Down just a goal. They can find a way back here. Not if Hums is getting dunked as the third man. Great play at a wheeled broom, and now TJ has some room through the corner. He centers the ball, four-wheeled broom. That ball was off the crossbar either way, but TJ a touch out. A back pass to Koopa Troopa. We get one touch on the play, but that's his only entrance into our foray at the midfield line. UGA have to reset. Broom, the master of low 50s tonight, apparently. Almost got that one to go in. It wasn't to be. UGA retreat again. Auburn's been gaining a little bit more control here in Game 5 on the offensive end, but it's been a struggle bus to find opportunities. 0 shots on the board for Auburn, but it's the 10th on the board for UGA that nets them their second goal of the game. And Auburn needs something soon. It has been the late game, where the Tigers have come up clutch. They nearly completed a 4-goal comeback in Game 4. But it ain't gonna happen if you're giving TJ that kind of space, I'll tell you that much. Hums bails out of that ball. Malopo retreats. And he had boost, I guess just didn't trust himself. And so off the back wall, TJ takes full advantage of that space. And UGA, again, have a 3-goal lead with Auburn sitting at a fat goose egg. Jessica will clear that ball long. There's no one there to immediately read it. Auburn have flipped the field. The UGA has been playing very solid in their defensive zone. Their offensive zone, too. But in defense, that's really what has improved for them. Auburn has not been given the same kind of looks in this game that they've had previously. That's due in some part to the demos they've been finding not being quite as nicely timed as they have been previously in this game, or this series, rather. But mostly, UGA just looks really good right now on their back line. They're retreating properly. They're getting good touches on the ball. They're not giving gifts anymore. And so they will blow out the Auburn Tigers in Game 5 and take another series advantage. The last one they saw was after Game 1. They lost it after that. Auburn strung together 2 in a row earlier on. But if momentum continues in the direction it's heading now, then we are going east from Auburn, as they've been shut out. Only 2 shots on the board as well. UGA have stepped up massively. And they can push this series over the line now in Game 6. We'll see if they got it. All 3, though, playing extremely solid. Those same gaps that were surfacing earlier on and giving Auburn agency in the offensive zone are not there at the moment. TJ gets back. That shot's off target. Hums had himself a chance to right the wrongs of Game 5, but misses out on that opportunity. Quick order review. So, you want my Chaotic Evil cookout order or my normal one? So I've got 2. And there are a select few in the esports realm that know about my Chaotic Evil one. Alright, so I'll start with my normal one. It is a pair of chicken quesadillas. And then 2 corn dogs. Sometimes the hamburger quesadilla, or whatever it's officially called. Nice shot by Hums. Better save by TJ. And my Chaotic Evil cookout order is 5 corn dogs. There's a post on Twitter of me eating that. UGA scores the first goal of Game 6. TJ sets up wheeled broom off the back wall, causing chaos on the Auburn back line. And the Bulldogs strike first. And off kickoff as well. UGA causing more chaos on the orange end of the field. Wheeled Broom forgoes the ball to steal boost and take out Malopo. That's just hating right there. Dreskel has beaten Koopa Troopa though. That leaves TJ alone in defense. But he does well as ever. Hums, extra touch. No. TJ's now got space off the sidewall. And this is terrifying for Auburn. He gets through Dreskel. Demos Malopo. But Hums saves the day. And Auburn finding themselves in a repeat of the rhythm of Game 5. But Hums is there to intervene. He dunks the UGA defense into submission. And we are tied up once again. Do we hear a Game 6? Oh, I butchered that. Do we hear a Game 7? Yeah, I hope we hear a Game 6. Otherwise, you're deaf. Georgia. I know they don't want it. They might find it. If Auburn can come back, though. Oh, man. That was awkward. I cannot believe Auburn just gave that up. Malopo just misreads it. Dreskel and Hums can't save the day. And UGA take their lead right back. 3 minutes to play, however. I just worry about the resolve of Auburn at the moment, because that was a bad touch from Hums. And CJ with control. So loses a hefty 50-50 to Dreskel, who has been the brightest spot for Auburn's team tonight. But still, the Tigers need one more in regulation. I'm sure they would like 2 more in regulation. Bit of a jump scare there. Little Broom was given a shot out of nowhere that Malopo somehow saved. Koopa Troopa backs off. That's Wheeled Broom. Be next up. And TJ in rotation. Finds his man on the goal line. I think that ball was in regardless. But UGA lead by 2 now. And the Bulldogs have a sizable bark. And a sizable bite. They've backed up what they showed early on in this series with some late best-of-7 heroics. Still 2 minutes left to make it official. This is a 3v1. Koopa Troopa's all alone. It's a center ball. Who's first to it? It's a miss from Dreskel. Hums is there on cleanup duty. He got 3 to jump for UGA. And that means a ball into the corner that TJ will make sure stays going towards the corner. UGA's defense is not set at the moment, but they somehow get out with an open net. You're kidding me. There's that bark. I thought they'd been silenced for a second there. Auburn was making them look silly in defense. But TJ pulled his boys out of the muck and has put UGA up by a trio of goals. Auburn needs a comeback akin to what we saw earlier on in this series. First 3 games, the late game shenanigans out of both sides were absolute insanity. We need something now in the late stages of this series. And that's not it. TJ up ahead, demoing, clearing, space for Wheeled Broom. He and Koopa Troopa both go for the ball, and that leaves Dreskel with an opportunity if he has boost. But he doesn't. So he is taken out. And Auburn left wanting for more possession, which now they've got. What can they build it into? No sauce in the corner dogs. Ate them dry. UGA in a very good position to close out the oldest rivalry in college football. One of the best in traditional sports as a whole. And in Rocket League, it's pretty darn good, too. There's a 2v1. But Auburn doesn't have anything left in the tank. It's just not happening like it used to. UGA bests the Auburn Tigers in Game 6. They take the Deep South's oldest rivalry in 6 games. But it was a heater from start to finish. What a showing from both sides. And that's not even the end of the show just yet. We still got Montevallo versus UTK White. And if I know anything about those two teams, what we saw in games 1 through 4 of this one, I would not be surprised if we get that double fold in the next one. I suppose twofold. You know what I'm saying, though. There's TJ. My dude, you had to pull your boys up by the bootstraps there a couple of times, but man, your ability to take over lobbies is unbelievable. You know I want an interview? All right, fine. Hop in the production room.
Well, hello there.
Hi, TJ. Welcome back to the caster booth. How are you doing?
I mean, I'm feeling great. It's the first time I've been on this stream as a player in a hot minute, so, you know, feeling pretty solid.
I mean, those first 4 games I think were the most chaotic 4 games of Rocket League I've ever watched. Do you want to talk me through what happened in the early stages of this best of 7?
Yeah, I mean, there's been a lot of playstyle changes for our team over the last 3 months. We've been working on a lot individually, and obviously trying to translate to the pitch has been the struggle.
Yeah.
So we would get control, and then we'd give a stupid goal. We'd give control, get a stupid goal, then we'd get a stupid goal back. I mean, you know, it's just, we've been even with Auburn in the past, and so those types of games are kind of expected. But we finally got back to UGA Rocket League, and we got those last 3 in a row there.
Yeah, it started off, though, in game 1 with you guys scoring a 0-second goal. That started, like, with you all kinds, like, backed up on your back wall type of 0-second goal. How did you react when that ball went in?
Talking about, wait, the one that we scored or the one that they scored?
In game 1. Wasn't it? It was game 1 where you guys forced overtime on 0 seconds.
Yeah. Dane chuckled and said, "No fucking way," and then we locked in.
Okay.
We did not expect to get that chance at all. I mean, I thought it was over when I think Hums had a touch on the left of our side of the field, and I think he accidentally kept it up, and then that kicked off our counterattack. So, yeah. I mean, we weren't expecting. We knew that we played a very shitty game 1, so to get that one in the beginning, we'll take it.
All right, you're still player mode. Pipe down with the language. But I mean, you said you got back to UGA Rocket League. You guys kind of destroyed there in the last couple of games. But it started out awkward. Like, a lot of overtimes, a lot of 0-second goals. Was that Auburn stepping up, or you guys just being a little inconsistent?
I think... God, I mean, game 2, they got a good goal there in game 2. I'll definitely give them that for sure. Joe, I do not need PR training. No, I mean, chat's having fun. We're having fun. No, game 2... Auburn just kind of, it was a good goal. They deserved it. And then, I'm going to be honest, the entire rest of that series was just a toss-up until we started to find our true rhythm there in the last 2 games. So, yeah, I'll give it to Auburn in game 2. But game 1, I think that was us stepping up when we needed to.
Heck yeah, man. I'm happy for you guys. I obviously wanted Auburn to win for clear reasons. But UGA... Your brand of Rocket League's fun to watch. And fun fact, I don't know if you keep an eye on the stream, but Vaudable rated like in the middle of that. Unfortunately, it's during game 3 after you guys dropped a 0-second goal to lose it. But you had like 60, 70 viewers watching you take that series. Anything you want to say to the fans?
Well, shout out Vod, first of all. Love Vod. Big shout out to him and everything he's doing. Obviously, everybody who probably came in from the raid is a fan of Collegiate Rocket League. So I know we're not Ball State. I know we're not Northwood, but I hope we gave everybody an entertaining show.
Heck yeah, TJ. But I gotta send to a break. Congrats on the big win, my man. Go take over the UGA Esports Club socials and tweet about your victory.
Thanks for having us. Go Dogs.
All right, that's DJ TJ, the man that was still in player mode. He's so good when he's a caster at not cussing on stream, and then he plays a series it comes back on my stream, and it's 2 in a row during the interview. I apologize to anyone with sensitive ears out there. But let's take a short break. Hopefully the synthwave music of our break time will be enough to calm you back down, because Montevallo and UTK White are coming up in just a little bit. 8 minutes until that best of 7 kicks off. I gotta go refill my water, go settle down after that insane best of 7. I just gotta calm down. So, synthwave coming up. Enjoy the break visuals, and I'll see you in a bit for Montevallo UTK White.